It's like jet airplanes. It's not even jet sounds. I don't even know what I'm saying.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another 2JZ video. So, last video you guys saw, we did the whole timing area here, you know, took off the crank pulley and everything. We also took off the front sub oil pan. We took off the water pump, and we also took off the valve cover. So today what we started with was we just removed the bolts for the fuel pressure regulator, and we also took off this little thing, which in the last video we asked you guys if you knew anything about it, if you guys knew what this was. And Steve did his research as he's doing right now.
Yep.
And we figured out that this is a pressure tank. We don't know really what it pressures. Do you know what it pressures?
Yeah, it had to do with the sequential turbos. So we could keep pressure in the turbos and spool and all that fun stuff.
So we do know what this does. I didn't know what it does. But then again, it is his build, so he should know just a little bit more than me.
Alright, so today our goal is to clean out the front sump oil pan and clean up the valve covers. I want to clean them up. I want to see if I can just mock them on. And then that way we can start cleaning the block and I can paint the block. I know you're not really going to see the block in the engine bay, but it's just peace of mind.
Alright, so Steve's currently going to work. We're using some gasoline to clean the valve covers on the inside. We took off the front sump oil pan, and yeah, Steve's going to work, cleaning up some gasoline. So, Steve finished cleaning up the front sump pan and the valve covers. You know, everything looks a lot better than it was before. So as I said, you know, we were going to block this all up, but unfortunately Steve doesn't have the paint for this. He thought that he did. So we're actually gonna leave this as it is right now. But yeah, we're gonna call it a day for right now. What we are gonna do is prep this for the paint, and then also we are going to start actually getting the car up off the ground so then we can start getting ready to remove that KA, which that'll be a separate video. But yeah, that's kind of how we're gonna end today. Just leave everything just as it is now, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Pat thought we were done. I'm never done. I went out to go get paint. He left. I come back, and what do? I'm gonna continue cleaning up the oil pan and the valve covers so I can paint them tonight. I want them nice and dry so I can throw them on the engine. Check it out. I bought some VHC because it's high temp. I got some gloss black and gloss, what is it? Ford gray. Yeah, Ford gray. Yeah, it's not a Ford, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's a nice gray, and it's new. It's a new color that they just came out with. So I'm gonna continue cleaning the pan and the covers with soap and water, and just scuff them up a little bit with like a Scotch Brite pad, just so the paint adheres to them really nice. Clean them up again, and then heat them up with a torch, burn anything that I need to burn off, and it's ready to rock. Then I'm gonna spray paint them. Here we go. You know, one thing about time lapse, it makes everything look really quick and easy. My right arm is killing me now. I was just rubbing these things down for a while, but I want to make sure they're clean. You know, with time and patience, you get good results. Oh yeah. Yeah, that should be. Shake and bake. Gotta shake and bake. And then remember, 2 light coats, and then like another medium coat, or 2 medium coats. I like 2 medium coats because, especially for the oil pan, I mean, there's gonna be like rock chips hitting it. But it's very important to put first 2 super light coats where like you can almost still see right through it, and then you put on your medium coats. It just adheres a lot better to whatever you're painting. So I'm gonna shake this for a while. I don't know how long it's been sitting. I think that's good enough. Alright, so light coats, light coats. Let's do light coats. Next, gotta get all the angles. Alright, now I put on my 2 little light coats. I'm gonna wait maybe like, I don't know, a couple minutes. And I'm gonna put on the second light coat and then the heavier coat, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's done. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. All right, so check it out. You see over here how there's like the little intricate spots, and you know, all different angles and stuff. Well, when you paint, you want to make sure you get all the angles. So make sure you angle the paint so you can get all those tough angles first. You don't want to go and paint the top first because that's the easiest spot. You want to get all these little nooks and crannies on the different angles. Sure you get underneath these nipples, and see how I keep turning the can, little quick spurts, and then look at this edge. See this long edge? Nice along the edge. As long as it's not too much, you don't want to cake it on, because then it starts drips, and drips are no good. Drips look nasty. Well, there we go. Let them dry up. And once I actually get the gaskets in the mail, I don't know when they're coming in, we can throw them on. Hey guys, welcome back. This is day 2. And as you just saw, we took off the oil pan and valve covers. You know, we cleaned them up and painted them. You know, the engine's gotta look good if I go to car shows. And now I'm going to continue working on the engine. It's just a little bit more. You know, I want to paint the block. So as you can see, it needs to be clean. This is all oil, these dark spots. This is like full of oil. See it? It's like gunky. So I do have to clean all this. Today I'm going to take off the AC compressor because I need to access the oil pump, and the AC compressor and this bracket are in the way. Now the reason I need the new oil pump is because the stock oil pump has problems where it can take in enough oil during really high revs, but it can't push out the oil fast enough. And then the front bearing seal, they blow and it gushes out oil. And to get to that, it's a real pain once it's in the car. So I ordered a new upgraded oil pump, so I got to take off the AC. That way I have access to the oil pump and I can remove the oil pump and put the new one back on, along with brand new gaskets. And if I remove the AC, it gives me a little bit more room to paint. So the AC compressor is only held down by 5 bolts. Over here you can see it's got a bolt here, a bolt back here, and then up front it's only got this one because it's attached to the bracket, and one up here that attaches the AC compressor and the power steering pump. So once I take those off, this AC compressor comes right off. Alright guys, I got them off. Here's the AC compressor. Is the bolts that I told you, and I did end up taking the power steering pump off with it. It was just like an extra 2 bolts. That way I can keep them together. It's a little more helpful when it comes to memory, and I can clean it up nice. And then on the engine, I can paint it a lot easier and gives me a lot more access. And the oil pump is way more accessible. Just in case anyone's wondering, these long bolts, I had to put them back because this one on the bottom of the oil pump was slightly shorter, ever so much shorter than this one up here and this one back here. Alright guys, I told you that today was going to be really short and really simple. I just wanted to take those last bits off. The engine's ready to clean, but just to let you know what the future vid is going to consist of is my 240. We're going to take out the KA, It's probably going to take us more than one day because there's a lot of connections and stuff like that, and we want to make sure that we do it right. I don't want to ruin the motor because I may possibly fix up the motor and turbo one day and put it in an empty shell S14. Who knows? So we're going to take that out. So make sure you guys stick around. Make sure you guys smash that subscribe button because this 2JZ is going into this 240 really soon. I'm getting parts in the mail. You guys will see more parts that I'm getting. If you haven't seen the CX Racing turbo that I got, make sure you click right up there. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe. Make sure you like it. Leave us a comment if you have any questions or concerns. Who knows? Or anything that you might know that I made a mistake on. Alright guys, remember, work hard, stay humble.